Was your mom, I don't want to accuse her of anything she didn't do, although, did a social service agency accuse her of abusing your stepbrother or something?
It's not my stepbrother, it's my real brother.
Yeah, listen to this. Social service agency said she suffered from Mونشاوزن by proxy syndrome.
This is a form of child abuse.
Parents with this disorder intentionally make up illnesses a child has, or in some cases makes the child sick.
And that child may develop consequences, adverse consequences. The child may die.
She would harm her son and then take him to the doctor.
Yeah.
And what psychologists say is an attempt to get attention.
Yeah.
You had a tough life.
So when Eminem became a father, he promised to give his daughter a better life than he had.
Where's Haley? Where's she at?
This ain't Haley.
Who is it?
It's someone.
I couldn't afford to buy diapers. I couldn't afford to do anything. I was working different jobs, temporary service, all kinds of jobs just to try to make ends meet. I can't fail. I can't fail. Because if I do, then how am I going to raise her?
But when Eminem was finally able to provide for his daughter, people started to question him as a father.
You made a song about killing your girlfriend?
Yeah, on the album.
I'm making my daughter famous.
What I was really trying to do was express my love for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, kill her mother.
Are you in therapy at all?
Nah, I'm not.
I would check into that.
My music is my therapy.
No,
it's a way for me to get things off my chest.
Yeah, but like this little girl's gonna go through crap now because of what he's been through.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think so.
But Eminem's outbursts were becoming more public that even Haley and her sister could start to notice. One time, the girls had a bunch of friends over, and the 10 o'clock news had an item about Eminem assaulting some dude.
Eminem was arrested on 2 gun-related charges.
They're all crowding around the TV, and I'm trying to defuse it by saying, what Dad did was bad. This is not Dad.
The rapper was accused of brandishing a firearm during a confrontation, and then later that same day, pistol whipping a bouncer.
You got a lot of pain inside of you?
I was spiraling out of control and I had a lot of rage.
And he found something that he felt could help him.
When I stumbled on the Valium, it was like, okay, this is
This feeling of, if everything was not only mellow, but didn't feel any pain. It just kind of numbed things.
But what he thought was helping him was actually changing him.
I was extremely distant. I'd go home and shut the door, or I'd just go off into a bathroom somewhere, pop a couple of pills and then be okay. Nobody really knew what was going on. I think just people around me saw like something ain't right.
People tried to tell me that I had a problem. I would say, get that person out of here. I can't believe they said that to me. They know nothing about my life. Are they out of their mind? I'm not out there shooting heroin. I'm not out there putting coke up my nose. I'm not smoking crack.
I can pretty much stop when I want to. When my daughter's around, none of that goes on.
Pretty much stop?
Huh?
Pretty much stop? It sounds like you're not totally in control.
Eminem was reaching a point of no return.
It was a damper on my mood. It was making me depressed. The depression was making me want to take more pills. It got into this vicious cycle of, I'm depressed, so I need more pills. And I think I just went into this really dark place. It was hard for me to pull myself out of. Kind of a thing went off in my head, just like, F it. I might as well just take more. Maybe this will help me get through. And at that moment, it just seemed like my world was ending.
Over the holidays, Marshall Mathers, aka Eminem, was rushed to a Detroit area hospital. It's rumored that he suffered an overdose.
My organs were shutting down. My liver, kidneys, everything, they were gonna have to put me on dialysis. They didn't think I was gonna make it. Had I got to the hospital about 2 hours later, I would have died.
And Eminem realized that he was doing what he said he would never do.
I can't fail. I can't fail. Because if I do, then I can't to be a failure.
I always swore that I didn't want to grow up to be like my parents, like my mother, my biological father. I don't want to be like that. I'm not going to grow up and live my life like that. And I didn't for the longest time. It seemed like when I became famous and all these different drugs were thrown at me and shit at one time, it was kind of like I'm going through and I'm dancing around, leaping from lily pad to lily pad, and all of a sudden, bam, I land on Valium, and this is the one that connects with me so much. This will help me sleep. This will take away all my anxiety. You know what I mean? Like all those things. When I was a kid, I was told my mother used to take Valium and crush it up and mash it in the potatoes and the peas in my plate and stuff to make me go to sleep because I was a hyper kid, supposedly, which I don't believe I was a hyper kid. I kept hearing about it from so many different people and telling me all these stories and shit, you know, your mom kicked me out, when, you know, because I got into an argument with her because I seen her do it and got in a fight and told me to get the out during a Thanksgiving dinner or whatever it was. I just couldn't believe that anybody could ever be naturally happy or naturally function or be just enjoying life in general without being on something. I can't keep doing this. Going through these things and living my life this way. If I don't stop now and I don't turn my life around, I'm gonna be. This is never gonna stop. I had to deal with it in a grown man kind of way. Like I'm looking at my kids and I need to be here for this.
There's important things going on in her life that I need to be there for before anything. I'm a father first.
I was missing a lot of my kids growing up. That's why I needed to just take a break. It does feel like a second chance in the sense of at life again, you know? I almost died, so it's like that in itself, like I'm not gonna blow this chance.
Eminem decided that he wouldn't let anything else get in the way of being there for his daughter.
And I talked to Em, I'm like, yo, we should go and do a tour like this, like, cause now how much they'll pay us to do that? Like, cause we'll be like on super arena stages, just me, Em. We don't need nothing else. It'll be the biggest tour in the world. And he'll be like, yeah, you go do it. I just don't want to go and come back and Haley's grown. I did not know what he meant. When he said that to me, I thought he was crazy because I was like, he just don't want to go.
Eminem's daughter is Chippewa Valley High School in Michigan's newest homecoming queen. He watched from inside the Michigan school so he wouldn't steal Haley's moment. He opened the door and looked out like, that's my daughter.
She's doing good. She's made me proud for sure. She graduated from college.
How does that feel?
When I think about my accomplishments, like that's the thing I'm the most proud of. She's always been the driving force for me to like stay busy, stay focused, gave me motivation.
I was at Haley's wedding. She got married and I'm like, this is what he's talking about. It went so fast, the time went so fast, that we watched her get married, she's grown. And I said it to him at the wedding because I said, remember you said that to me? And I said, I didn't understand what you meant till now.
I want to be there for every step of the way for my daughter.